Okay. Yes, keep going. Well, you mess up every day. I do some of the three, but all the time. Keep going. Oh no, I had a glitch with it. It didn't really be all the way to the mid. My this dude's got a base for the box all over. Anybody take? Now this dude's got a lucky. He got a base just can't look. I think these are it. I think like lucky. He got a base just can't look. I think these are it. I think these are it.
Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Huskers will kick it away to start. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. To the air, it's Mateer. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise. Continues to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here. That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. They'll get the first down and spotted on the 49.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll leave it with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of the season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down.
That's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Sooner offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up.
Tell them the key in now. They know what they got to do.
Trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
You know what to do.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners.
Good.
And they talked about this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
Yeah. Chill out with them until they finish.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. A long way to go for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan.
Appreciate that.
Last year, for good reason.
What up?
I said we can get tired. He said, hey, he said tomorrow, he said,
he really brings the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games this season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step and trying to do better.
I told him to give me, I'm going to take time to bite after this. And try to make him.
Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He might want another play. Looking to throw again. Finds his man. It's Barney. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
Man, that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Snagged in the middle. It's Key. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Quarterback making checks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Huskers will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Cornhuskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. lights out
You
after
go
that.
turn it off, man.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball...
And it's blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Mm-hmm.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself.
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys to get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Makes the grab over the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Using his legs, it's up. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that puts him directly at 100 rushing for the day. He's shown you a little bit of everything, right? Shown you the speed, shown you the quickness, the ability to break tackles, and obviously some durability to now get up to 100 yards on the day.
Looking to throw on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. We'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just one over Tennessee. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Reels it in down the left side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quickly to the flat, and the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's key. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. It'll be a run on third and short. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's key. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Caught over the middle. It's hot. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? As It's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
One big play to get it up near midfield.
Hello?
Now they're in business at the 47.
No, they had just came and gave me a boost a couple minutes ago.
He'll try the left side. That is a
Yeah.
big win for this defense.
Yeah, I just got it a few minutes ago. I'm about to come up there.
I gotta be honest, I am
You thought
shocked
you was
at
what?
how well the defense is playing in this game, especially stopping
No,
the run.
I
We
was
talked
waiting
about
on them, remember? I had told you.
how they've struggled this season. But they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just
No,
playing
I ain't saying no. I called my nephew. I said, Cam called his cousin, and he can't see what I'm saying. Man, I'm coming up there.
To throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Damn, whole
There's
team
really no
falls.
secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Ott. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finds his man. It's Sategna. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ott. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for loss of yards.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
I was probably fun. I need to come my dad's real quick. Hey, call me. Oh, God. First, I'm going to get this today. It's so cool. Yeah. So cool. So cool.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here's the handoff. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Huskers will hustle to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll go to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. I'm sure the play is complex, but it doesn't involve the official also throwing a flag in the middle of it. 1st and 25. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Dances away, finding open areas. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds after 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
The play action fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Gonna run it. It's hot. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he'll be tackle, but there is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to pass. Here's a hit. Still on his feet. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
And how about the communication by the big fellas up front? Picking up that blitz, QB wasn't even close to being touched. That was as pristine a pocket as you will see.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing it.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Using his feet to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now
going to take a shot at this DB. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense drags him down. The Huskers moving quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Huskers are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unleashes one deep. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program.
Touchdown, Husker! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result he does it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 28 over Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grab behind the line. It's Sategna. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big-time play?
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's key.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the stick. It's Barney. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. He caught it.
I get out good extra.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there and then keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's going up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Sategna. Touchdown Sooners! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, it's just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Looking for the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. He's got it for the 2.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants a big play here late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Quarterback may change this route. Off play action. That's caught. It's Hunter. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air, it's Raiola. Good timing on the quick out. He's got the first down, and he gets out of bounds. 19 seconds remaining.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds, and save yourself clock.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make it?
He's going for a big play downfield. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. They get